Hello, my loves. Welcome to an almost personal reading. So this is not like your normal pick a card readings. This is a special reading where we're going to go in deep. We're going to take our time here and explore what are your person's true feelings for you? Do they still love you? And if so, are they willing to do anything about it? Are they going to take action towards you? So if you have felt guided to this reading, it means that there are messages here that Spirit needs you to know. So this is why I call this an almost personal reading, because it is your reading. You've already chosen it. You've already picked it the way you would do a pick a card. And as everybody in this family who has been with me since I started this channel, this is vintage Live Tarot. This is how I started this channel. And I do these readings now and again to honor all of the beautiful members of our family who've been with me from the beginning and who loved these kind of readings and still write to me and tell me, when are you gonna do this kind of a reading? So I know it's been a while, guys. You're always on my mind. I love you. And this is why we're doing it today. So sit back, relax, take a deep breath, meditate, really connect your energy to this reading and really focus on the deep messages here that are coming through to you from Spirit about your person. So we're going to ask Spirit a series of questions here about you and your person. I will have each of those questions also linked in the box below with the timestamp for each question. Now, if you're new to this channel, I am Dr. V. Welcome. I normally do pick a card readings, and once in a while I do these special almost personal readings. So make sure you do hit that subscribe. You join this incredible family. Turn on notifications so you don't miss all of my other readings, because I want to make sure that we are here together. We are supporting you on this journey, because oftentimes it can feel very lonely. It can feel like no one understands the pain that we may be going through, especially if we're in struggle or separation, especially if there's been minimal to no contact between you and your person, and you just want to know, do they still love me? Do they still care? Are they still thinking of me? Do they still want to be with me? These are important questions that our heart needs to answer. We need an answer. Our heart needs to know. So if you feel that you are at that point, because these are general readings, please do be gentle with yourself. Not everything may resonate for you in your situation. Take what does and leave the rest. But if you need specific clarity and guidance on what you're going through, you just feel heartbroken, you're emotionally exhausted, you feel like you keep hitting a brick wall, then I recommend that you have a personal reading with me. I'm one of the few guides who give live readings via conference call. I love being able to sit with you, connect with you. It's very healing, it's very transformational, and Spirit will answer all of your questions there in real time. So if you'd like to learn more about that, you can go to livetarot.com/readings. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, we're gonna ask a series of questions, like I said, but our main question is going to be, do they still love you? Do they still care? Okay, so Spirit, for this beautiful, beautiful person who is watching this reading, to gain support, clarity, and your guidance, please tell us, what is your person's current energy? Where are they in their current energy and in their life journey at the moment? Okay, so they're definitely in the running energy. So this person right now is very confused. They may have withdrawn. They may be running from this connection. They may have ghosted you. For some of you, I feel like this person may have ghosted you. It may have been abrupt. It may have come out of nowhere, or it came as a result of some sort of a confrontation, whether it was a disagreement, whether there was some drama involved that you guys needed to resolve, but you didn't know what to do. Okay, this person felt some intense emotions through that process. They have not been able to process through whatever it is that happened. It does feel like for some of you, this was something, there was pressure building up over time. There may have been something going on that you guys weren't seeing eye to eye on, that you guys had maybe different visions about. For some of you, it has been building for a long period of time. And then all of a sudden, the shit just hit the fan kind of thing. It may have felt like it's very abrupt. I'm getting the energy for many of you that this person was your person yesterday, and today they're like gone, or like they're not your person anymore. And the shock of it is just destroying your spirit and theirs. There's like a shock around this. There's a sense of like, you know, when they say when you lose somebody so important to you, and it doesn't have to be through death. It can just be that they leave your life. It's almost like you feel like you've lost a part of yourself. You've lost a limb. You feel like you've lost an arm. You've lost a leg. Like it just is so haunting. It is so terrible. It feels like a shock. Okay, so for many of you, it feels very abrupt. But I feel like even though the action was abrupt, it came from a place in your person where they felt like they were standing at a crossroads. Okay, they had to make a decision. There was something that happened here between the two of you. Whatever is your struggle, whatever has been your challenge, it comes from the sense of, I stood at the crossroads. I didn't know what I should do. Okay. And because I didn't know what I should do, I ran. And I shouldn't have run. Okay. So there was a choice that was made here. And I feel like your person is not happy with that choice. They're not at all happy with that choice. They didn't decide or plan to run. Something happened here in the moment. So Spirit, what happened? What happened here? Why did this person choose to run or withdraw? Why did they ghost or withdraw contact? Why did they make this choice? When they were standing here right there, why did they make the choice to do this? The Sun. I feel like there was some sort of a heat, okay? They were feeling the heat of something. They were feeling the pressure of something. And I'm not saying that you were exerting this pressure. I feel like they were feeling some sort of pressure, some sort of heat. There's something here about not being able to live up to expectations, not being able to live up to your image of them, not being able to give you what you need, even though they feel so much for you, even though they feel so positively about you. They have nothing but good feelings for you, as in, this is not something that is personal. Like if they have withdrawn, it's not because they don't love you. It's not because they don't like you anymore. I do feel that they love you. I mean, we're going to go in deeper on that, obviously. But in these initial energies, I just feel like the problem is not you. You know, their warmth, their caring, their love for you, their respect for you, the way they look up to you. See, they look up to you. So I feel like for some of you, this person very much looks up to you and respects you. They respect who you are, what you've accomplished, how much you've hustled for what you have, how hardworking you are. You are a light in their life. Okay, so maybe this running doesn't have directly to do with you, although it's going to feel very direct, right? It's going to feel personal, but it might not be as personal as you may have taken it, okay, as you may think. And of course, when somebody withdraws, when they break our heart, if they ghost us or they're not in touch with us anymore, of course it's going to feel personal, of course. But I feel like this person may not have meant it to be personal. It may have been very much about them being in their heads. Not that that excuses anything, see, because they are right now not reaching out. Okay, Page of Swords, they are withdrawn. Their communication is withdrawn. You might be feeling, hearing a little bit from them, maybe not at all. Okay, either little to no contact. This person is withdrawn. They are not communicating right now, but they do feel like they have a lot to say. There are things that they do want to explain to you. They feel like they owe you an explanation. Okay, they owe you an explanation, that's for sure. And they are right now delaying giving you that explanation. Okay, they're delaying. So Spirit, can you tell us, why are they delaying? Why are they delaying reaching out and not giving you an explanation for their actions? Well, you're their soulmate. Okay, they see you as their soulmate. Why are they delaying? Okay, so there may be somebody in your person's inner circle, somebody who is not to be trusted. Okay? Somebody who is either influencing your person in the wrong way or has put pressure on your person in some way. There's something about the people around your person, okay? And it's been very confusing for them because they feel like they have to choose, okay? There's an energy here of feeling like you have to choose between your soulmate and other people. And this is not a decision that they wanted to make. It killed them to feel like they've been put in the position where they have to choose somebody, either you or other people around them, family, community, somebody else, other people that they feel that they have some obligation towards. Okay, there was some obligation here. So it's a very sad energy. There's a sense of helplessness. There's a sense of hopelessness. Like this person feels like they didn't have a choice. Okay, although we know that in the end you always do have a choice. Okay, you always do. But I feel like this person in their mind is making it like, it's like the way they're processing it, the way that they're trying to explain it is by saying, I didn't have a choice. Okay, I had to do this for right now. Okay, so this person, I feel, has not grown in a certain sense emotionally. Okay, they're definitely in some sort of a cycle in their life where their emotions are kind of stunted. You know, like they're not looking at where their true growth lies. Okay, they're not looking at what they need to do to grow in life, to grow in love, to grow as a person. Right now it seems that as they have run from this, as they're running from themselves, I feel like not only are they running from you, they're also running from themselves. And as they are doing that, and the more they are doing that, the more I feel that this person is not growing at this time. They're very stunted, okay? They need to expand. They need to evolve. They need to open up their mind. They need to open up their perspective because they're very closed off energy right now, okay? They're like closed off in the sense that they're not open to your perspective, your opinion, or to the opinion of others. There's just like a stubborn energy right now. Like they're withdrawn. They don't want to talk about it because they feel like if they talked about it, then they know that they will be proven wrong somewhere, right? They'll know that maybe they're not doing the right thing. But right now it's like, it's their sense of like, they need to do this, you know, and they don't have the best reasoning or the best logic around it. It's just like something that they chose to do in the moment. They chose to not be mature about it. Again, this page's energy tells us that your person is still immature. The fact that there's 2 children on this card tells us that your person is still immature. When it comes to you and you being their soulmate, they might be, you know, they might be more of an adult. But when it comes to their actions, if you look at these cards, they're all cards with children, childlike energies on them, right? So this tells me that there is a gap right now between their kind of childish energy and them needing to step into being a true soulmate and life partner to you. So let's take a look at, do they still love you? Okay, how do they feel? Do they still love you? How do they feel about you at this time? Yeah, okay. So we have the Hanged Man. How do they feel? Do they love you? 5 of Cups. Yes, they do. Because they're experiencing a lot of pain from putting you in this limbo. Knight of Swords, they want to run back to you, okay? So they're definitely wanting to run back to you. Something is stopping them. Something is stopping them. So they're in a limbo right now. And I feel like they're in a limbo of their own making. I get the energy that they have done something. Okay, they have done something, they have said something, they took things too far. Okay, there was something here between the 2 of you where words were spoken, there were maybe unrealistic expectations. I'm getting an energy that this person expected things of you that were not realistic. Okay, that put a lot of pressure, unnecessary pressure on you. And you tried your best to live up to this person's expectations. You tried your best to be everything that they wanted you to be. But I feel like in the end, like they made you feel like it wasn't enough. Okay, they made you feel like no matter what you did, you didn't meet those expectations. And actually what you, my beautiful person watching this video, what you didn't realize is that as much as you tried to please this person, what they were expecting of you was unreasonable. It was beyond what was right. And you still tried your best and they still made you feel like you came up short. So for some of you, I feel like you may have stepped back from this relationship. They may have run, but they may have run after you said, look, I'm not taking this anymore. Okay, so take that as it resonates. For some of you, it's going to be that. For some of you, it's going to be that they ran and now you're seeing things clearly. But either way, the result is the same. Right now, they're still hanging there between 2 worlds. There's something that is leading them in the opposite direction. Now, this could be a third party. It could be family. We got the community card. So for many of you, it's going to be family members, toxic other people in their life, people who manipulate them emotionally, people who keep them stuck from moving forward, people who want them all to themselves, people who are threatened by their love for you, people who feel like they will be replaced in your person's life if they are with you, if they are committed to you, if they're building a life with you. They will feel displaced. They will feel like they're not important. They will feel like they don't have a hold over your person. And so they are trying their best to do that. And that is what's keeping your person in a hangman's energy. But unfortunately, it's still making them miserable. So it's like they're choosing this misery. Okay? There's something within them. And it may be ego, it may be false ego, it may be this sense of, I'm doing the right thing. I'm standing by my whatever. I'm standing by my third party, whatever, whoever, and however many people there are in that third party. Could be a group of people. Could be people in their family who don't approve of this relationship, who are trying to make things difficult for you, or who have already tried to, freeze you out. So here is the irony of your person's energy. They are choosing to be miserable without you. Okay? They're choosing. They're keeping themselves in this limbo where they can't stop loving you. They can't forget you. They don't want to. They fantasize about you. They wish they could be with you. They still go on and on in their memories about the times that they spent with you. They long for you. And yet they're a masochist. As in, they are wallowing in their suffering. For some reason, it hurts so good. I don't know why it hurts them so good. But some people are like that. They choose misery. It makes them feel alive. It makes them feel like they are a martyr. It makes them feel like, they're sacrificing themselves for the greater good. They're sacrificing themselves and somehow it earns them some respect from the universe. Not really. I think that's a misconception. So right now, they love you so much. They miss you so much. They are miserable without you. Look at that. Miserable. I also feel like they might be drinking. Okay? For some of you, I feel like this person is definitely drinking alcohol to forget you. I don't know. I just feel it very strongly. They are drinking alcohol to forget you. They may be getting drunk. For some of you, they are getting drunk, partying outside of the house with friends or whatever. For others of you, they're getting drunk alone at night, in the evening. For others of you, they're getting drunk and they're not telling anybody about it, as in it's their little dirty little secret. They're drowning their sorrow. And they're lying to themselves. They're saying, oh, it's just one drink. I don't know, I feel very strongly your person is drinking. Oh, it's just one drink, it's not a big deal. But it's adding to their misery, and right now, they're very much wanting. They're like keeping themselves from coming to you. And I feel like they're thinking about it again and again. Like they're constantly living out the fantasy of like, okay, what would it be like if I came back? What would it be like if I contacted you? But they're also afraid, and because their ego is also involved, right? So their pride, their ego is also keeping them stuck in this limbo. It's keeping them from actually moving forward. It's keeping them from reaching out. It's keeping them from coming to you as fast as they want to, because they also realize that if they were to come to you now, it can't just be from the place of, well, I miss you, I love you, I want you back, right? No. Now it has to be from the place of, I am so sorry. Please forgive me. I messed this up. And if you take me back again, I know that things have to be different. They can't come back to you the same as they always were, and they also know that. So let's see if they want to transform something here, because this energy tells me that, they haven't hit rock bottom yet. I feel like when you hit rock bottom, that's when you're willing to change. That's when you're willing to change the situation, because the pain is finally too big. Like the pain is so bad that you have to change something. Maybe this person hasn't reached that point yet. That's what we're going to ask next. So stay tuned. Let's ask this next. Will this person take action? Are they actually ready to come back? Are they going to set aside their ego? Are they going to set aside their ego and finally take action towards you? Okay, so we have the Ace of Swords. We have the Six of Swords. Is this person finally going to admit that they messed up? I'm going to get some more messages here. So we have the Ace of Swords, we have the Six of Swords, we have the Fool, and we have the High Priestess. Is this person going to come out of that Hangman's energy? Are they going to reach out and try to fix this? Is your person going to reach out and try to fix this? And stay with me until the end, because we'll get you different options on timing. Okay, it's going to be different for everybody. So, wow, there you go. We're going to get you different options on timing. Are they going to reach out? Interesting. I'm going to get one more, and let me go get my Divine Timing deck. Okay. So this last card is your advice from Spirit, which we're going to get to right at the end when we get to the divine timing. Like, when might you expect to hear from this person? Okay. So let me quickly get my divine timing. You know, it's interesting. I wasn't going to do divine timing, but I don't know why I feel really called to it based on the way this reading has played itself out, right? Like, I feel like divine timing is going to be important here. So let's take a look-see at what has come through. So I feel like this person, you know, what they've been doing right now in this time of separation from you is they've really been working on their career, okay? Because of that Five of Cups, that pain that they feel has been really difficult for them. And so the only way they know how to cope, like I said, I really do believe that they've been drinking more. I'm not saying they're an alcoholic, but I do feel like they're drinking more alcohol than they normally would. And that is combining now with them trying to really move on by focusing on their finances and their career, because they feel like that is the one thing that they can try to control, right? They can't control their emotions right now. They know they have no say on your emotions. So the only way they feel like they could be in control of their life again is by focusing on their work. So this person may be very much like, you know, become a workaholic, working longer hours, just trying to distract. Okay. So they may appear, whether they have social media or not, I don't know if they do. Some of you they do, some of you they don't. But in whatever way they want to make that message or show that they are moving on, they're trying to do that. Okay, they're trying to show themselves or convince themselves and the world that they are moving on. Six of Swords, but that is coming from their head. It is not coming from their heart. That is Swords energy. This is the energy of, I'm going to make it known to the world. It's all from the mind, right? It's all your ego, your mind. Oh, I'm going to move on. I'm going to move on. Look at me. I'm doing great things. I'm in great places. Like, they're trying to give off a certain vibe, a certain image. Okay. But it is not from their heart. Okay. It is not, it's from their head. And they're coming to a point where there's a little voice within them that is telling them, okay, there's a little voice inside that is telling them, they still love you. This voice is telling them, you still love this person. You beautiful thing watching this video, they still love you. They still see you as their soulmate. They still feel a deep soul connection to you, High Priestess energy. as much as they may be trying to move on, it's not really working. Okay, you're constantly in their thoughts, their emotions. They feel a tremendous amount of pain when they think of you. They feel like this connection is so much deeper than, you know, what they've ever felt for anybody else. It's hard admitting this to themselves. They're also realizing that, you know, they've lost your trust. And that's another reason why they probably haven't been able to come to you, because they know that they would have to win your trust back. How do you do that? How do you ask for that trust? How do you prove that you can be trusted again after their behavior? Whatever that behavior was, it wasn't right. So I feel like they are in the process right now of kind of adopting a different type of mindset. Ace of Swords with the Fool, okay? They wish they could press the reset button. They wish they could go back and change what happened that day, because there was something that has happened on a specific day. Something big, something happened. And it's almost like they're constantly wishing that things didn't play out that way. They're wishing that they could reset that or rewind or like, you know, like delete. They wish they could like choose it and click delete on it, but they know they can't. So they feel like they're alone on this journey. They feel like they're a fool as well. I feel like they acted like a fool, and now they are a fool in the sense that they're leaping into the unknown by themselves. They're moving forward by themselves. They feel foolish, but they can't admit it because of their pride, because of their ego. They feel very alone in moving forward. They're trying to make connections with other people. I'm not feeling like romantically, but I feel like, again, they're trying to like go out with their work people, try to make friends, try to, again, have drinking buddies, try to have people to like distract them, you know, to like fill up the time. But what they really need is a new attitude. And I feel like they want to come to you, and they will come to you eventually. But one thing you should, I feel like Spirit is saying, their advice to you here is that if and when they do come to you, because they will, it's a matter of time, okay? Ace of Swords, okay? It's a matter of time. They're going to come out of that Hangman's energy into this Ace of Swords energy, which means they're going to ask for a new beginning. And at that point, Spirit is telling you, you know, you decide whether you want to come to a mutual understanding with this person, but they have to also understand your position. They can't expect to behave the same way that they did. They're going to have to understand that this relationship is about mutual understanding. It's give and take, equal partners. You have to be honest. You have to trust. They have to make you feel comfortable in sharing your thoughts. I feel like this person didn't make you feel comfortable. I feel like you were afraid to share your thoughts with this person because you were afraid of their response, their reaction. They made you afraid to share your thoughts and feelings, and they essentially shut you down. And now if they come crawling back, they need to be the ones who compromise, in the sense that they have to say, I screwed that up, and now I'm willing to listen to you without judging you, without criticizing you. I'm going to earn your trust. I'm going to create a space where you feel safe. And Spirit is saying, be proud of yourself today and every day. Be proud of yourself, because you've come a long way. This has been an extremely painful experience for you, and you should be proud of how much you have healed, of your own self-awareness, of how maybe you set standards and boundaries. Maybe you didn't let this person walk all over you, and be proud of yourself for how you've handled this situation. So I'm gonna pull a bunch of different time cards here, okay? Because it's going to be different timing for different people. So these are the possible time periods in which this person will come back and reach out to you. Okay, these are the possible time periods. So we have between today and 6 months. Okay, so within the next 6 months, each of these time periods are between today and whatever is the time period. Between today and 4 days. Between today and 2 weeks. It happens when you let go of limiting beliefs. Between today and 3 days. Oh, and between today and 2 days. Okay, so definitely we're getting a dominant energy of a faster moving energy. Okay, so again, take this as it resonates. See if you feel intuitively guided, like see if your intuition is telling you which one of these is right for you between today and 1 week. So again, you know, I'm giving you more options here, but I feel like there is a common pattern here of faster moving energy that is emerging for you between today and 1 month. Let's get one more, and then you can see which of these you feel most intuitively guided to. Okay, so next month. So remember, this is a timeless reading. Okay, you can be watching this at any time, and this applies from the day today, the moment that you are watching it now. So remember, this is a timeless reading. This is what I have for you. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, you can go to livetarot.com/readings. You can also order any of the oracle decks that I've used in this reading. They are great problem solvers for at home when you have questions you need urgent answers to. You can order anything from the beautiful Live Cozy collection that we have here just to brighten up your life at home. And we have the beautiful Blessed Twin Flame necklace, which is a manifesting piece that's going to help you unite, reunite, or call in new love. So make sure you subscribe, join us. Thank you so much for being here. And make sure you check out the magic at livetarot.com, and I will see you all on the next one.